fractional shares is usually what I do because I'd rather own a small piece of a good company than own a couple shares of a not very good company. What's going on, everybody? So you may be wondering, am I leaving Robinhood? That's the app that got me started in investing, made it possible for me, made it easy. I had zero commission trades and it just worked well for me. But am I leaving now? And the answer is no, but kind of. And now let me explain what I mean in that. So Robinhood definitely has its pros and cons. It's very easy to use. It's really good for beginners getting into investing for the first time, learning about different things. But they also have a lot of problems. They crash a lot. They have a lot of issues with their app. I've heard stories about customers losing money because of their mistakes and different things like that. But overall, my experience with Robinhood has been pretty good. They're getting better and better. But another thing that I liked about Robinhood was the zero commission trades. When I started investing, commissions were anywhere from $4 to $7 per transaction. And if you don't have a lot of money, that adds up really quick. But since Robinhood got so popular, all of the bigger brokerages like Fidelity, Charles Schwab, TD Ameritrade, and some of the other ones all decided in order to compete, they needed to start offering zero commission trades now too. And this is a big benefit because these big brokerages have a full list of stocks, bonds, and different things available that apps like Robinhood and Public and Webull don't offer. So now that there's zero commission trades available, I decided that I wanted to get back into another full service brokerage. So now you may be wondering, why did I choose Fidelity over Charles Schwab and TD Ameritrade? Now in truth, I have a TD Ameritrade account and I really like TD Ameritrade for trading. So whether it be swing trading, day trading, things like that, I really like their tools for trading. But that's something that I don't really have much time for right now, and I'm still pretty inexperienced in it, and I don't have enough money. I need to get over the $25,000 pattern day trader rules in order to really start trading and learn more. But I do like that they offer paper trading, which is something that I'll probably use while I'm learning how to become a better trader, so that when I lose money, it's fake money and not my real money, because I don't think I'm quite ready for regular day trading with thousands of dollars yet. So I do really like TD Ameritrade for trading. But for long-term investing and for my personal financial goals, TD Ameritrade doesn't fit my criteria. So let me talk about some of the criteria that I'm looking for in a brokerage. So one of my main focuses in investing is passive income. And this is something that I'll probably focus more on after I build more wealth so that I don't have to work so much. But passive income is really a big thing for me. And one of my favorite things for passive income is dividend stocks. But since I don't have thousands of dollars to invest, I can only put in little bits of money at a time. So I usually take about 10% of each paycheck and I'll use that for investing. Well, when it's only 10% of my paycheck, it's only a couple $100s. So that means that I either have to buy really cheap stocks or I can only buy fractional shares. So fractional shares is usually what I do because I'd rather own a small piece of a good company than own a couple shares of a not very good company. Since fractional shares is such a big deal for me, that narrowed down my choices for brokerages. TD Ameritrade doesn't offer fractional shares at all. Charles Schwab only offers fractional shares of the S&P 500, which is good, but I want more than just companies from the S&P 500. So Fidelity was the one that I liked because their coverage of fractional shares is really big actually. They let you buy fractional shares of a lot of different companies. So that was a big win for Fidelity. Another thing that I thought was cool about Fidelity, which this is kind of just a cool side little tidbit, is they'll let me do a limit buy on fractional shares, which is something that I haven't seen anybody else offer. Usually if you buy fractional shares, you can only do it as a market order. So that was something cool, but it's kind of just a little bonus. Another reason why I wanted to open an account with one of these bigger brokerages was I wanted to buy some of these stocks and different things that weren't listed on Robinhood and some of the other small brokerages. And so Fidelity has a full service, extensive list of stocks, bonds, and penny stock type companies. There are some little companies that I wanted to invest in, but I was unable to on Robinhood because either they weren't supported by Robinhood or they were too little and they weren't even listed on Robinhood. So that's another reason why I wanted to move to one of these bigger companies, and the fractional shares available for these small stocks as well. So Fidelity covering the fractional shares of even these smaller stocks was a win for them again. So another reason why I wanted to start a relationship with one of these bigger brokerages is because I may be interested in opening a retirement account as well as using my brokerage account. And in the future, I'd like to use custodial accounts for when I have kids so that I can start saving up money while they're little, and that hopefully by the time they graduate high school or whether they want to go to college, that they will have this investment fund that has grown as they've grown up. And that'll be a benefit for them as they're getting ready to start their careers. So another thing that I thought was really cool with Fidelity, which may also be available Charles Schwab and TD Ameritrade, is that I was able to open multiple sub-accounts underneath my main account. So underneath my main account, I have 3 different accounts. One is high yield dividends, which I have listed as dividends paying 5% yield or higher, which this is mostly strong companies that pay a high dividend or real estate investment trusts. And I usually try to be really careful with these, but I'd like to have all of these separated into a different account. I also have a low yield, strong company dividends. There are companies like Apple or Microsoft or 3M, companies that are paying lower dividends, but either have a long ways to grow, like Apple and Microsoft, or they're stable, like 3M or Lowe's, companies that have been around for a long time. They've been increasing their dividend for years and years and years, so I can be fairly confident that they're going to maintain paying their dividend. Now, I also have a third account in my Fidelity account, and this is stocks that I feel have the potential to grow quite a bit over the next 10 to 20 years. These are different stocks that may not be paying a dividend, but can make me a lot of money and help me build my wealth over time. I'm trying to get exposure to different types of stocks, and it's cool that I can open up sub-accounts to keep them in different areas. So now, going along with these growth stocks or stocks that have potential to increase in value over time, I'm also going to be using my Robinhood account primarily for these types of stocks. But when they're not available in Robinhood, like for example, Voyager Digital has a crypto exchange, but they're also a public company, but they're listed on the OTC market, or known as like a penny stock. They are not available on Robinhood. So this is one that I bought and I keep in my Fidelity account because it's a full service brokerage that offers more stocks than Robinhood does. So some other things that I considered when I was looking for a full service brokerage also was I looked in my area to see who had a branch nearby. And for me, all 3, Charles Schwab, Fidelity, and TD Ameritrade, all have offices nearby. TD Ameritrade and Fidelity are actually in the same shopping center. That was something that they both had, which it was cool because TD Ameritrade and Fidelity are both located in the current city that I live in. So I only have to drive about 10 minutes to get to a branch if I have any questions or if I want to meet with any of the advisors or anything within the branch there. So that was pretty cool. But that was one thing that I considered when I was looking for a full service brokerage that I wanted to move over to. So one of the things that I don't really like about Fidelity is that their app is super archaic, especially when compared to Robinhood or Webull or Public or even M1 Finance. Their app just seems clunky. It's not super user friendly. It's kind of confusing. And even the TD Ameritrade app is better than the Fidelity app. But I guess I'll give them time to see if they can improve it. And it's not a huge deal, but it's just kind of annoying. Some of these newer guys have their apps way better. They're way more user friendly. And these older full service brokerages, they're lacking. They're falling behind. So I wish they would update their app, make it more user friendly, make it look better, more clean. But the services they offer definitely outweigh how bad their app looks. So I still have a lot to learn about Fidelity and how to use their services and the benefits and stuff that they can do and provide for me. But these are some of the reasons why I decided to open up an account with Fidelity. And I know that having a relationship with them is going to benefit me for years to come. And so it was a wise decision, I feel, on my part, to move over to a full service brokerage that can offer me more than these small different fintech apps and brokerages can offer right now. So I feel like it was a good decision to open up a Fidelity account, and I look forward to working more with them in the future. I'm still very new. I've only had this account for month or two now, and so I'm still kind of learning different things. So I'll probably make another video about my opinion on their services and different things going forward. But so far, I'm happy with everything that they offer. So if you have any specific questions or anything about Fidelity, if you're considering switching over to Fidelity or opening a Fidelity account, let me know. Leave some questions in the comments. Or if you have anything you want to say that you like or dislike about Fidelity, go ahead and put them in the comments so that we can all learn together. Also, I'm starting a new thing where I'm going to be trying to buy shirts from my favorite YouTubers to show my support, and it might be kind of fun that you can kind of guess where the shirt came from. If you've watched some of my other videos, you might know that this one came from the Dogecoin Millionaire, or maybe you have some of his merch as well. You should go check out his channel. He's a pretty funny guy. He makes some entertaining videos, and he's a pretty cool dude overall. I may be setting up a PO box in the future too, to where if people want to send me shirts and stuff like that, I'll go ahead and wear those too, and then we can either announce where they came from, or people could try to guess, or I can give them a shout out, different things like that. But I think it'll be kind of fun. So I'm going to be doing that in my future videos. So thanks for watching this video on why I switched to Fidelity. Hopefully you found some helpful tips in here. Maybe I answered some of your questions. Maybe you had some of the same questions that I did. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comments. Thanks for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe. If you found this video was helpful, smash that like button. And if there's anything else that you want to hear, let me know in the comments. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.